Daddy, now I'm 2 years old, I would like to be a race car driver.
Son, when you came out of your mother's womb with a steering wheel, I knew you were destined to be a champion racer. So with this week's earning from our hedge fund, I've bought you a Ginetta G55 Supercup car. Make our family proud.
That's the normal tale of how you get a Ginetta G55, but in this case, when it comes to poverty sim racing land, we all have to look to a different father, a father from above, a digital father, and that father is not Jesus, but Shaun Clark. And when it comes to the Ginetta G55 Supercup mod for Assetto Corsa, Shaun Clark and his band of merry men, Whack, After Midnight, Fonseca, McLaren F1 Papa, Dreamer Maringu, Federico F have done an absolutely fantastic job with this car. Because this is a GT4 car, it's possible that you'd make the assumption that riding a snail around a racetrack would be more exciting than driving this vehicle. That assumption, though, would be totally incorrect. And that's because though many GT4 cars drive like a plank of wood around a racetrack, this actually has some nimble character, some nuance, and some difficulty when it comes to balancing it on the limit. It was certainly a surprise to me, and I think it'll be a surprise to you if you check this car out. Aside from the handling, the 3D model is absolutely exquisite, the sound superb. You really can't go wrong. This is another mod vehicle that if it was in the game by default, you would assume it was an original homemade Kunos pasta. Absolutely fantastic. In order for us to really show off this car, I thought nothing would be more fitting than for us to take it out for a race. So, without further ado, here's the vehicle at Brands Hatch, with us racing against the lowest of the low, the worst of humanity, Game of Muscle subscribers. Brands Hatch in the Ginetta G55 qualified in glorious master position 7th. Duderino in front of us. CB whose birthday is in 5th. Get ready. Car in front has just jumped start touch there. He's regretting that already. Off we go. Let's see if we can snook on in here to the inside the corner. Fantastic. Duderino in front of us as we go down the hill. And farther away, this is where Teletubbies come to play, of course. Aero in 4th, Sebastian Buni in 5th. Let's break under the bridge. We don't have Bob on the bridge waving the flag like Project Cars 2. Big oversight. Oh, he's curved himself. Curva Grande. Druids. You've got to watch out there. This car does not appreciate the curbing. And I don't know who that was, but he's gone. Duderino in 4th. We're in 5th. 10-minute race. Get on the power early. Let's sniff one up the inside. Good catch. Thank you. Thank you, SW20. Saved by my wheel. I've been saved by my wheel. Who needs skill when you've got a direct drive wheel? Okay, we're back on it. Duderino in 3rd. We're in 4th. It's all good. And let's keep pushing. Dingledell, best corner in the world, of course. You've got to knock your car in, smash that throttle, and then cut the final corner, borderline legally. It is pay to win. Oh, someone's disconnected from the server. I think they've just had an aneurysm from taking themselves out of the curb, and I don't blame them. First lap, though, and we've had a successful jump in positions there. We've gone from 7th to 4th. Duderino in front of us. Just the boss in 1st, though, leading the front pack. I just love this circuit. Such a nice flow to it. This car seems to like these windy tracks. Whoa! Jab on first, not Druid herself. Preemptive counter steer there, as we almost micro Druid sausage herself there. Duderino 4th, Antoine Jacquet 2nd, Josh the boss in 1st, the front gaggle pulling away a touch. We need to get back on the tails, get back in the action. They'll be calming things down, they'll be getting into a routine there. We need to get back onto them. 3/10 up. You talk funny. I can't help it. Can't help it. This is the way I was born, with a weird Windows accent. Come on. Probably should have gone into 4th sooner there. Get the car stuck in. We can get a good speed through Dingledell. You really just got to chuck the car in. and you can cut it by quite a margin. This car seems to get cuts in on the brakes quite nicely actually. You trail brake it into the corner and the front end sticks and bites. Tom's in! It's Tom the fake dentist is in the chat. Welcome along. I normally use default setups Speed Force unless someone sends me a good one or a car is literally completely broken. Because often, unless I've practiced it, I'll be so far off the pace that the setup's not going to make much difference over me just driving better. So I'll only bother tinkering with setups, as I say, if the gearing is totally off, or there's some cars like the McLaren in AC, for example, just... Well, I don't think it does anymore, but when the game first came out, I couldn't drive it without setup changes. It would just murder me. Here we go. I'm a bit timid on this corner. Often you can just lift and get the car through there, but I always dab the brake. So I don't trust it. Bloody hell. Give it a bit of counter steer, a bit welly. Flow it through. 5 minutes, or halfway point coming in. Oh, we're going to get on the power. Come on, we're getting best lap times. 3 tenths up from my last lap. Still the same layout in front of us. We've got a gap from behind us. I just need to push harder. I need to get onto these cars. What we're doing. If I duck down, need a bit more speed here. Tell you what, I'm going to be more aggressive on my braking. That's something I tend not to do very good, is I don't brake hard enough. Should brake later and harder, rather than earlier and softer, which is what I tend to do. Come on. Look at this, we're almost up. You see our delta going up, flying up here. Is it possible to use brother and mate in the same sentence? You just did. Come on, car. I'm going to hammer it around these corners. Probably like 3 laps left. I'm catching. Come on, Dingledale. Oh no, touch wide. 2 wheels still on the track though, perfectly legal. Accident up front. That's slowed down Antoine Jacquet. Well, not really an accident, he's just mowed the lawn a touch. Oh, come on. I'm going to start getting aggressive. We've got to risk it for a biscuit. We're half a second up. So obviously there's something right. Come on, I'm pushing this. Zoom in. Onto Druids. Lift off the throttle. They see the car poking immediately off the throttle. Super satisfying. It's all about getting your car to poke in. It's happening, guys. We've got the speed Duderino, can see a Game of Muscle shaped Ginetta. They all look the same, so that doesn't make any sense at all. But he can see a Game of Muscle shaped Ginetta in his window. Can he cope with the pressure? Because it's building, it's like a kettle boiling. He's going to have to pour the water out of the kettle into a teacup any second, because the pressure's mounted on Duderino. We're getting ever closer, looking for a podium third. Probably 1 lap left. Duderino's gone wide. Oh, he may have triangles on his car, but they're not making him drive any faster. But we can't pass him here. We're going to have to take it nice and easy around the outside. Hopefully he doesn't drive into us. We're going to leave as much space as possible. We've got that position. Onto the podium we go. Now it's a case Probably, one more lap left, I think. Glorious third place at the moment. Oh dear, lack of traction there. We took that a bit slow. Duduino's not close enough to go for the inside dive bomb, fortunately for us. Still there, just looking at in my mirrors, but we're okay. Shift protection having a word with us there. Might be a bit aggressive on the downshifts. Trying to drive this car like a sim car. Hammer that engine. Here we go. 3.9 seconds from the car in front. I think we're probably going to have to settle with third. I'll keep pushing though. They might make a mistake. We might be able to capitalise on it. Never give up. Blasted through that. Really nice shuffling this vehicle through the corners due to that bit of slip you get. Use all the track. Some funky gear action going on here. Oh, hang on. One more lap to go here. Nice, that's just what we needed. I thought we were out of time. The inside of that final corner is a little bit more forgiving in AC. The road camber is not as aggressive as it is in Project Cars 2, so you can actually cut that a bit better, or with a little bit less risk in AC. Oh, back markers coming into play now. This could be good for us. Hopefully there's a traffic jam on the Brands Hatch here for the front runners. Just have to say as well, the engine sound of this car is fantastic, super immersive, really nice smooth tone to it. We've got the transmission whine. The transmission whine, it's a bouquet of flavour. Bloody wine tasters. What a load of bullshit. It's nice. In this case though, with this car, transmission whine's quite nice. And engine notes good. All fantastic. My cornering ability around there, not so much. But we've got a nice gap between. We've got 1.5 seconds. I'll just mow the lawn, make sure the grass is still there. It is. We've got a nice gap. I think we're going to settle with third place. It's a podium position. It's a nice drive. I can't complain. What track next? I think we should do Virginia International Raceway, guys. There we go. Third place, I'm happy with that. And we got a new PB. Nice driving, everybody. Really enjoyed that. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Ginetta Supercup 2017 G55 left-hand drive and right-hand drive modification for Assetto Corsa by Shaun Clark and his band of merry men. Definitely get it. Link is in the description of the video. If you enjoyed this content as well, don't forget to give the like button a tickle like a tyre on a sausage, and subscribe to us if you want to keep up to date with sim racing and virtual reality content that we produce. Until the next one, thank you very much for watching. Have a good evening. Goodbye.